ready for me, and I'm gonna be real. You're not gonna be something that I'm not.
Hey y'all, it's me, F. I'm back reporting on the Rudy Farias story. There hasn't been much developments overnight, I don't believe. I haven't seen anything, but today I just wanted to put together a few snippets of his family members talking about his quote-unquote disappearance and what they believe has happened to Rudy. They also talk about how they feel about what's been happening to Rudy this entire time and that he has not been missing. For 8 years he's been actually with his mom. They just go through their emotions. It's very raw, it's very touching. Just listen to what his family has to say. Thanks for watching.
Since 2015.
What was it like seeing him for the first time in 8 years?
It's like I felt the great presence. I felt my mom with us. It was beautiful, very beautiful to see him, that he's okay. He's skinny, but he's okay. It was awesome. We hugged until I finally let go.
And you got to give him his rosary?
Yes. No, not his rosary. I gave him a rosary that was from Jerusalem, from a holy rosary. And he put it on. I put it on him.
What did he tell you? Did he tell you anything about what had happened?
I didn't care to relinquish on that. It's not a good time right now, everybody. Okay? It's not a good time. Mentality, he needs to focus on getting well. His mentality needs to get well. He's at a scared, crazy, scared moments right now. He's going to be very cautious who he talks to. I appreciate you, the press, coming over here. I appreciate whoever notified me, the address. And at first it got out into a bad start. But once again, thanks to Miss Grizzy here, my son was able to see him. I was able to see him. And all that matters is his safety. He's comfortable. He made the statement that he doesn't want to see his mom. He doesn't want to go back to his mom.
He just left it at that?
He just left it at that. And I did tell him we would not elaborate on nothing. He doesn't want anything to do with the media. When he's ready, he'll come forward. Right now, y'all have me, y'all have my family who y'all talked to earlier, and that's all that you need.
Are you comfortable with the environment that he's going to be in? Yeah.
For now, that's his choice, where he wants to stay. I made friends with the property people, you know, they're renting, they're leasing. I did make friends with them. After I got to talk to them for a little while, they're not as bad as one thinks. Obviously, you have to have a conversation with people and analyze that while you're talking to see exactly what is going on. My nephew feels safe, and this is where he'll be until he decides to move forward with somebody in the family. That somebody I really believe is going to be my son.
Are these friends? Are these friends of the family that he's staying with?
I don't think she's as much a friend with Janie Santana. And I think that happened after she finally got a hold of a view of the whole story, what really happened in reality.
After seeing Rudy, has your perception on what might have happened changed?
Explain that to me.
From what you were experiencing this morning after the press conference yesterday, has your perception changed after meeting him and seeing him?
My perception has not changed. I still feel that he's traumatized. He's gone through a lot. And I still feel that further actions need to be taken. And me and my family will discuss that. There again, I'm not going to force my baby boy, my nephew, to leave right away. We're going to take baby steps, okay? He's traumatized once again. Mentality is hurting him. Obviously, what has happened in all these 8 years.
And now that you have actually seen him and been able to talk with him, do you have a message for Janie tonight?
I'm not going to talk bad about her, no matter what. She's a half-sister, but Janie, if you are out there and you're listening, no matter what, we're blood, okay? Get the help that you need. Come forward and acknowledge that you need help, just like my nephew Rudy did.
Do you believe that in the last 7 years he has been sexually, mentally, and physically abused by his mother?
I'm not going to relate and recall to that, okay? Cornell X, I believe that whatever he spoke to Cornell, Rudy is not a young man that's going to lie. He wasn't raised that way, okay? I know he was manipulated into not saying things for so long, but if Rudy told Mr. X what in reality happened, everybody has to believe that story, the outcome. My gladness now, and I'm so happy, and I know my mom, rest her in peace, I know she's happy that this is all, we got to see him, you know, and my mom was never lying, never. And I'm just so happy that I got to see my nephew.
You go to jail today.
Right now. Right now.
I don't care if I gotta take my cousin home to stay with me for a couple of days. I'll take him home.
We're here for that reason.
That's not right what she did to him.
Janie is a hypothetical liar, manipulative. She knows a lot of people in the HPD, so I'm gonna have to say, I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna have to say she knows a lot of people in HPD, and that's why her freaking has been covered up. When we were at the hotel, they had her, from what I believe, I didn't get there on time because I was doing other stuff. They had her in handcuffs. Why in the freaking world did they let her go while she was in handcuffs? Because they made one phone call to a district attorney, whoever he was, and said, what, let her go. There's nothing to follow any evidence.
Do you believe that she should be charged with something?
Yes. Correct. Being manipulated, taking advantage of your own child that you raised, and Janie, I know you're listening to me, and you can come back and say that you're going to have me locked up or get me in trouble or whatever. Stick that up to where the sunshine don't shine. I'm going to say it in a nice way, because your day is coming. We're almost there to get you. There's nowhere that you can run, because I'm going to make sure that your posters go all over. Don't even attempt to get into an airport and go anywhere, because that's not going to happen.
In our hearts knew that he wasn't really missing.
During those 8 years, his cousin Cassandra Lopez says she called 911 in 2018 after family members saw Farias at his mother's home. She says their grandmother told her she spoke with Rudy often.
And how did those conversations go? And she would talk about Rudy.
She would just say, I saw Rudy, you know, he came to check on me, and, you know, we just said hello and have their little conversation. She never went into detail, but she would say
to the light, because I knew that she's been lying all this time.
Rudy's aunt, Pauline Sanchez Rodriguez, tonight is worried knowing he's still with his mother.
I fear for Rudy Farias' life.
Going on with her life like nothing. Like, I mean, you know, she didn't talk about him much. You know, if she did, it was a show. It was fake. I mean, that's the only way to describe it. It's just, and Rudy loved my grandma. Like, Rudy loved her, you know, and he just never would have left her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.